What's up, everybody? This is RTG. Welcome back to Terra Invicta. I always want to say Invicta. So starting out, I kind of want to go over a few things that either were in last episode or actually didn't make it into the episode. For starters, I don't think I really put in there all of the purging that we've done in Egypt. We were able to purge 2 out of the 3, and this last one really shouldn't be too much harder to get. It does look like we also hold majority opinion in Egypt, 4 out of 80. So Kuwait has the highest level so far for being able to develop an atomic bomb. So, and because they're a small country, and a few things I learned after watching a few videos, of course, is you kind of want the smaller nations that do fairly well, excuse me, to be the ones to develop the atomic bomb. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on a nation like this, but as you can see, for example, their military is at 0.09 out of 1, and their found space program is 30.4 out of 50. If I go over here to United Emirates, their military is at 0.14, so where is it at? Really hardly better, 0.10 better. Yeah, that's like, it's like nothing. So if I go here to found space program, 25.7 out of 50. This one is slightly more at 30.4, and then same thing here. Their military is lower than everybody's. Their build army is 36.3 out of 60. Oman's is 17.8 out of 60. So I left the build army up here to the United Emirates, and they're also a country that does fairly well economically. We could get their executive control point, which might be beneficial, but I'm kind of sitting on it for now. So that's how I've started structuring these cities, is whatever they're doing the best at right now is kind of what I let them do, like out of the science or out of the found space program. We could get their executive control point, which might be beneficial, but I'm kind of sitting on it for now. So that's how I've started structuring these cities, is whatever they're doing the best at right now is kind of what I let them do, like out of the science or out of the found space program. Whichever one of the countries is doing the best out of that, then I'll let them keep going. And I did the same thing over here in this area. Whatever countries seem to be good at either military, the space, or build army, or the bomb, whichever ones were the best in those areas are the ones that got to keep building in those areas. Panama, they're making headway. Now you could argue that because we have Portugal now, their space program started, and we also have Poland, who has a space program as well. You could say, you know, you should just be doing the uh, space program stuff. And honestly, now that they have 1 or 2 sites in Poland, and we also have Portugal, we probably could lower found space program somewhat significantly. Not to mention it's getting kind of close, so we could just let it creep up there and then put it into other stuff. But you can see Poland is really close to having an army. So I ramped that up actually, so it hurries up and we can actually have an army in Poland. So if we look at Portugal, their military is at 0.65. Poland's was 0.7, so they're really close to, you know, now that I think about it, because military is supposed to be about miltech, really, military technology, and build army is for building the army. So we'll keep a little bit going for build army, so it slowly builds. But we really don't need them doing military tech. In fact, It'd be better to have Poland doing that. And Poland, we can lower their space program. Let's just take that one away completely. And we can put it into military. How close are we? 16%? It's at 13. Oh, hey, the welfare went away. Let's go ahead and do that. And lower unity down one. Make this a gradual thing, you know. Don't hurt the people too much. Okay, that's at 15%. All right, I think we got things situated in Poland now. Poland is like perfect. Well, there's no like error signs, you know. There's nothing screaming at us, hey, you got to change this. So we're good in Poland. And so if you look at Poland, their develop atomic bomb is 5.2 out of 80, and Portugal's is 5.5 out of 80. So because they were slightly closer, we put a little bit into develop the atomic bomb into Portugal. And until we complete some of the other things first that we like really want and bring more stabilities to their economy and stuff, when that happens, then we'll start pumping more into this. I haven't, what I'm going to do is go through all of my countries and see which one has the best or the most into developing the atomic bomb, and then I'll probably just ride with that one. I just haven't got to that yet. But how I've structured it is like this is one group because we have a nice little section right here. Poland and Portugal is another group. Obviously, I don't have all of these, but we are starting to do a lot of public campaigns throughout here, and that is helping raise the opinion for sure. And then the other area we have is right here, and that involves Kuwait, United Emirates, and Oman, as you guys seen earlier. And we're starting to like heavily try and get into Saudi Arabia because that's a decent sized country, makes a lot of money, or well, it has a decent economy, you know. And we also have a few African countries, but those are some of what we've let go to make space for cap. And same with over here, we've let a few of these go just to help with the cap level. And right now we're in a comfortable position as far as that goes. And just a quick tip, the build army, because I was a little bit confused about a few of these, but the build army will, once this 16.8 reaches the 60, then it will actually have another section here, and it will show the army that you have. The Miltech is for the military technology that I mentioned earlier that you're putting investment into. And knowledge, it helps with, the biggest thing is research. That's like, the more you put in the knowledge, typically like the quicker your research goes. Another thing too, like this game is really good at explaining things without actually explaining things, you know what I mean? Now granted, it does tend to make a little bit of sense, but there's also a little bit of trial and error that goes into things. So the government priority represents investments in free and fair elections and stable and accountable internal national institutions that apply the law to citizens fairly and respect human and property rights. Completing the government priority increases the nation's democracy score by 0.0114. Higher education values cause greater increases. So like, and I could go on down here, which it elaborates a little bit more on what it does and everything. But like, it's just very good at explaining something without like just plainly telling you what it does. You know what I mean? And so it's a little bit of getting used to that. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot of detail, which is why I play the grand strategy games like this. But there's also that level really in each of the grand strategy games where like they do really good at explaining things, but it's like, man, just tell me what it can do. You know what I mean? Like, it should be pretty simple. It does this, it does this, it does this. Or like, it affects this, it doesn't affect this. You know, you could make it a lot more simple if I'm being honest. And that's just my opinion, you know. In the last episode, I don't think it made it on camera, but the U.S. went to war, and they think they're in war right now. I could be wrong, but they were either in 2 wars or they were in 1 war. They won, and now they're in another war. And this war, they're in war with Brazil. So we'll see how that goes. And my closest country is Venezuela. So I mean, I guess we'll see how that goes, but who knows. Alright, so now that we talked about what I wanted to talk about, let's go ahead and assign these fellows over here some missions. We're really going to want to save on influence, so doing things like the public campaign or surveil is probably more than likely what we'll do for a couple rounds.
Initiating recon.
Unless, of course, we have to do something else. So public campaign, what is our opinion over here? Okay, it's growing. Let's grow it a little bit more.
We must persuade the people.
Where to?
We're going to hold off on defend interest. I guess we'll go ahead and do surveil. We'll surveil Poland for whatever reason.
Eyes up. Ready.
What's the op?
Let's have you campaign 2. Oh yeah, I want to say he wasn't actually successful here last time, so we'll just do it here again. And then I like this guy just protecting people, and because this guy's had an organization stolen from him already, I'm just gonna have him protect this guy for now.
I'll keep them safe.
It gives him something to do. So Namibia is having a division issue. They're pretty divided right now. And I was looking at their economy first, and yeah, it's all sorts of whack. So let's go ahead and fix it up real quick a little bit. So we're just going to do Namibia. Like, the spoils just went away. We have oppression and welfare still, but those probably take some time for you to see what happens because the economy has to move, you know, and you can't move when you're paused. And then we can also do things because we are assigning missions right now. We can just have
ready for my mission.
These guys do some things here first, like let's go ahead and surveil.
Where to?
Public campaign.
Making our case.
Ready for my mission.
We're gonna have this guy do defend interest because it doesn't have that marker that shows that it has the interest defended. I don't really want to spend the influence, but I feel like we should right now.
Making things safe for our people.
So this guy can't go to nations that have high unrest. It's a part of one of his traits. So we're gonna have to put him like somewhere close by, I guess.
Must persuade the people.
And this guy is still doing protection. Nothing too much better he could be doing right now.
On guard.
Yes, outpost mining complete. Alright, what research is next? Let's add on to this for mining and see if there's anything specific that we don't have unlocked that we need unlocked. So, if we look at this, let's see. Alright, so I've looked through all of these, and there's some pretty good ones in here. These are things we can add to our hab here, and it looks like we're going to go with the solar collector. If I look at monthly support costs, everything has a power demand. If you look at monthly support costs, the only thing that doesn't is this supply depot, and the only income or bonus you get from that is fuel. But everything else has a power requirement, so I'm thinking solar collector should be the first thing we build. It's one of the least expensive things. Looks like it's going to provide 10 Monthly power, it's only going to cost $1 a month for support cost. The base cost is what we don't have. It's saying I can build it, so I'm going to try to. Build on Earth, build in space. So yeah, I could technically also build it on Earth, but I feel like you're going to want it in space. Okay, so that's built and under construction. And we could probably build another one. So we'll have the solar collector up, and we really want the research is the thing. So should I do... So materials lab, a lab designed to study strong new materials in low and zero G environments. Military science lab, a small module dedicated to developing military technologies and doctrine. Energy lab. Lab for studying new computing theories and technologies. Yeah, I think we'll probably go with military science lab. Okay. Let's save ourselves a little bit of boost still so we can do some other things. Sweet. Building that moon base. And I'm really curious real quick. Let's look at Mars. We have 25 sites. Looks like 4 of them are taken. And what do we still need? We need 2 free slots. I wonder... Man, there's got to be a good way to get that. And I actually did look that up, and I did not find a solid answer at all. Man, I feel like we're going to want some of this stuff before we do like a settlement. Yeah, let's do like one more of these things. Electronic countermeasures. Fission pile. These are probably both good ones. Allows construction of the following ship components. ECM. See, that sounds important. You know, I feel like maybe we should just go for the settlement core. It sounds the coolest, the funnest. It sounds like the more expansion will come from that whenever we get it. And the next round of selecting research or projects, we'll probably do one of the alien ones because we haven't done too much of those. And we need to pick a regular one too, like fission pile or graphene batteries or something like that. Something that is like small right now, but will make a bigger impact later on, you know. So let's pick settlement core and adjust these again. That looks decent for now. This one's almost done. Let's go ahead and pop that one up there too. That looks pretty good. A massive hurricane has struck the San Jose region in Costa Rica. The damage is potentially horrific. We may mitigate the damage by directing funds and ops to the area. Pay 220 ops, triggers the following effect, causes limited damage to the economy and population in San Jose, grants a significant public opinion boost for the resistance in Costa Rica. All armies in affected regions suffer minor damage. Well, we don't have an army there. Causes major damage to the economy and population. I mean, we don't really care about it. And that's a lot of ops to spend. But I guess we'll do it. Unrest is high in Guatemala, hurting the nation's production. Okay, so I guess we know what we're doing next. Alright, so this looks like it's not working out for these fellas here. Let's do this. They want it to be at 35. It's at 33. Okay, so this is what Guatemala is going to get for now. They've been somewhat of an issue as far as unrest goes, and I guess we're going to be sending our people there. We're not going to spend any influence this round, so we'll just do some simple stuff.
Eyes up.
Where do you need me?
Campaigning.
I will try to sway the public.
Dang, Patrick has a way higher percent chance. Let's go ahead and have him
We'll see what they're up
investigate.
to.
You know, this guy should probably do
We'll make
stabilize.
things safe. Ready to go.
And you, good old Wendy, just protect our boy. A powerful individual in China has quietly approached us, offering support for our cause. Through this contact, we will be able to gain a control point there. If we provide the contact with sufficient funds, if we decline, the contact still promises to assist where possible. This isn't something we can afford to take on right now. We gain 5 influence. Our contact seems worthy of our trust. We pay 100. Triggers the following effect. Gain an open control point. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, dang, that went up a lot. So we have a control point in China? What? Dang, son. Oh, patrol vessels complete. Heck yeah, dude. We're gonna be unstoppable, son. Alright, so let's do like a base level. I was kind of keeping one military and one other stuff, but we got a lot of this other stuff building up. So first things first, national research, we gain an additional 10% research from our control points. It costs 1,000, so it's slightly expensive, but it should get done pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and do that because the research is gonna be like a must, especially really soon. Oh yeah, this molten core is almost done. That's awesome. I'm really curious to see what happens because as the research target, because I clicked on missions to the asteroids and there was the option to research target, and I thought it was meaning like this is what I want to research. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's the case or not. And I'm waiting to see if when that goes away, if the research target is chosen, or if I'm supposed to like, if at some point like I clicked on superconductors or supercapacitors and click set as research target, it'll follow the researches that are prior to it to lead up to supercapacitors. I'm still unsure if that's the case or not. I guess we'll see. I don't really like that being research target if that is the case because I want to choose what my actual research target would be in that case, and that's not it. Alright, so because we have that control point in China, we went above our cap level. So because of that, we should probably get rid of some more of these countries. So we can increase caps by if we had higher administration with our people. So let's look at that real quick. Oh yeah, man, we don't have high administration at all. So if I go to recruiting, can I get rid of a councilor? And then, like, her persuasion is decent. His persuasion is better, but see, right now they all have things that I need. This guy, one thing that I like about him is he has the control space asset. I don't have any other guys that have that, so Let's look for somebody with high administration and can control space asset. The first person it's on does have high administration, but no control space asset, so let's keep looking. So we want to keep Venezuela and Panama as long as possible because they have a resource there, and I just know that's got to be useful somehow. This place does also have a resource, but it's pretty much, yeah, we could probably abandon this one, but we can't abandon any more than this. If we are, we're abandoning some pretty like integral pieces of our mission here. Sweet, that put us below cap level, thank God. But dude, look at that. We get a piece of China right now, dude. Ho ho ho, look out US, here we come, buddy. We're gonna keep the budget how it is until we gain a couple more probably. It's not really gonna make too much of a difference if we change anything, you know. So we'll leave that as is. And let's finish these missions.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Unless you too want to be showered in liquid lead, make damn sure the coolant circuit doesn't...
Sweet, so
We're
that
winning their hearts and minds.
research is completed. Let me take a look at it real quick. Media spotlight. The world's media is focused on us. Just who are the resistance, they ask. A mysterious organization influencing governments globally, which seems to have recently sprung up out of nowhere. What is their real agenda? Can they be trusted with the vast power they wield? Will they solve the alien problem or make it much, much worse? All these questions and more are being asked daily, and the public is becoming concerned. Ignore it. Possibility number 1, situation calms down, 60% possibility. The next one is a 40% possibility, situation takes a turn for the worse. That's a fund a publicity campaign. Cost $121, grants a small public opinion boost for the resistance. Leverage this for influence. Pay $60, gain 121 influence. I think we're gonna do that, dude, because we have 12,000 schmackaroos right now. Lie and deflect. We want influence, bro. Animosity between Japan and China is seeping through to Yukari and Wendy's professional relationship. Even though our cause is explicitly a multinational one, it's not always easy for old habits and ways of thinking to be forgotten overnight. Now, when humanity should be coming together under the banner of the resistance, these two are at each other's throats. Yet they are merely reflecting the popular sentiments in their home nation. Right, true. We need Yukari and Japan behind us right now. We need Wendy and China support right now. Can't the two of them just get along? Yeah, what does that trigger? Yukari's loyalty stat will change by -3. Yukari's apparent loyalty stat will change by -3. Wendy's -3. Wait. Oh, okay. His isn't like super high, but it's decent. Our public opinion in Yukari, home nation, will worsen. Worsen significantly. Ooh. No. Well, we just got China. We have nothing to do with Japan right now. Actually, I don't think I've even clicked on Japan yet, to be honest. So, Wendy's apparent loyalty is super high. So, like, yeah, we're taking China. You know, this one gives +1 monthly engineering, and funny thing is, we don't have any engineering, I don't think, so let's go ahead and take engineering. I mean, some of these guys might actually. There's one, but that's it. And I mean, I really want an org that can maybe give me like water or something, or Other researches. I wish there was some other things you could do with orgs. Like, you know, it lets you build a base. Like, it'll let you build something either on Earth or on the moon. Like, it should also do that with the orgs. You know what I mean? Maybe it does do something like that. I'm just still in the early game. Let's go ahead and get one, though. I mean, the more that's coming in, the better. Yeah, and this guy is more into science, and we gave him more science stuff. We really want to org that... Actually, you know what? There's... Ah, ha, ha, ha. I see you hiding over there, dude. What are you doing? Yeah, I want to assign it. And that, I think, that gives us plus 2% mission control and 0.5 boost. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad I thought about that, man. Good, good. Alright, so let's go ahead and assign
Ready
missions.
for orders.
So it says, I've accumulated sufficient experience to augment my capabilities. I have no idea what that means, and I've seen it a couple times now. You know what, let me just look that up real quick. Ah, augment. So we can use XP to add to their attributes right here. Oh, dude, I really like that. Administration. Nah, we might as well just do persuasion. Yeah, definitely persuasion. Cost 20 XP. And where is her XP? Oh, I see, right there. Okay, confirm. Okay, we'll just do one for now. Just gonna do one for now, see how it goes. Okay, I see. So, dang, all these guys have it. Okay, so Patrick, what's your best? Science and persuasion. Well, never mind. Science is highlighted for some reason. It's green, it has a green 3. Maybe something to do with those? I don't know. Persuasion is up there too. We use him a lot for Control Nation, and we use him for crackdowns. Okay, so Persuasion is mostly related to Control Nation, and the crackdown is mostly related to investigation. So I guess that's one reason why. So we should do, well, we'll do persuasion first anyways. I mean, we aren't going to be doing a lot of Control Nation right now, so maybe investigation is the better call. So let's do investigation plus 1 confirm. We could also buy other traits. Dude, that's so cool. Alright, we did them too. This guy, we use him a lot for defending interest. So the primary attribute for defending interest is actually security. Wendy, we usually use him to investigate alien activity and the other alien stuff, which also does involve like combat or something like that. And we also use them to protect the like the target, whether it's like a physical type of target or it's an actual person. I'm sure security is probably the best one to put into. I think command will be, because his security's up there. Let's go ahead and put 1 into command. Because this is like our general, you know what I mean? Has the commando trait. He's supposed to just be baller. And this guy is used, oh yeah, his persuasion does suck. This guy is used, he's been used a lot for public campaign, mainly because he can do it. He wasn't very good at it. He can also be used to investigate alien stuff. And the main thing I got him for was to control space asset. Whenever we're able to use that, because it's like the first kind of space stuff I've seen of the missions these people are able to do. So I got this guy. You know what, this guy, I think adding to his administration is a good thing. So do all these people share the same XP? Oh, they don't. Okay. And who has the next biggest administration? Oh, it was this guy. Well, let's bring up who has the most organizations right now. He has 4. And he has 4. Let's go ahead and bring up his administration as well. Actually, I should bring up all of their administration. They all have the points for it. Ooh, that did bring up my cap a little bit, I think. Yeah, it was at 191. So, let me add 1 to him too. Yeah, 198. Okay. I see. Well, this guy's got 3. Let's give him another admin. And 199, man. She's got the most points. Let's give her another admin. And then maybe we can actually give her a organization. There. Now we're at 200 caps, dude. Give us a little bit of headway, you know? Alright, so we need to assign missions.
Acknowledged.
So I see here we did get another mission control, so that's sweet. And all of our missions were a success. So let's go ahead and
Where to?
start again. Okay, so these aren't looking too bad. I mean, that's a little off, but that's okay. Yeah, if we get that other investment point, that'll change. That's what's going on there. Other investment point, other control point. Okay. Omen's looking pretty decent right now. Let's see, 29%. It's at 29%, bro. Here, let's take 1 away from government. Okay. Put 1 more into welfare. Let's take 1 away from knowledge. And see, that should make things slightly better. Ooh, their found space program really wasn't too bad. They had a good start on that. We'll start another one of these once Kuwait finishes their found space program. We're going to keep them, Kuwait, happy for a minute before we do anything anymore. Here, let me take develop atomic bomb off, because although I do want them doing it, I really want this space program to get finished, and that'll be because we at least want like 1 more solid spot we can launch from, because I mean, Portugal's not as big of a target as Poland, but it's still, people still want it. Same thing with Poland. Some of the ideologies, the other factions want Poland, and you know, it has to be defended. Dang. So our probe arrived in Mars. A probe controlled by the Resistance has arrived at Mars and completed its scans. We may now construct bases there with the appropriate colonization technology. Monthly resource production for each site is listed below. And there's like ample water on Mars. Every location has water. That is great and amazing. So we want to mark ours green still. Let's go there. So, found platform, found outpost, build a core module for a small surface base at the selected site. Build a command module for a small space station. Okay, so we want an outpost on Mars. And it looks like we have the... we have just enough boost. But we have the requirements. We just need 1 more mission control, and we can get an outpost on Mars. So I guess upping our mission control is the most important thing. And now that I think about it, we should probably put a
Laying the groundwork.
boost into some knowledge in one of our countries. So between Poland and Portugal, which one? So 0.31 out of 1. And Portugal's 0.83 out of 1. So Portugal's knowledge is better, and wow, we can really bring up the knowledge. Okay, yeah, that looks really good. Okay, let's keep that going then, and let's stop the atomic bomb for a minute. We really want to get everything else going. Found space program. Honestly, they have one, so we'll keep it going, but we'll keep it low. Boost and mission control is the most important thing right now, and that'll help disperse some more for the budget as well. Control point gained in Brunei Darussalam. Leaders representing the executive control point in Brunei Darussalam contacted us to declare their loyalty to the resistance. What?
Wrapping up here.
Really? You don't say. So they are really close to building a military. Mission control and boost. Wait, do they have a... Oh my gosh, they do have a launch site, and it gives 2 boost. Oh, per year. But still. So it adds like point whatever boost a month. So let's get these people right. Man, that is super cool though. I like that. Let's go ahead and continue. So mission to the asteroids actually does do something to mission control cost. So let's go ahead and ramp up research and mission to the asteroids, and it is almost done. 33% might be good enough. Let's go ahead and drop that down just to give that a little bit extra boost. I think maybe we should add a solar collector to our platform here. It's our satellite around Earth. See, the only thing that confuses me about this stuff is it says monthly crew support is 1.5 and 1.5 volatiles, but it says monthly support cost is 0.1 water and 0.1 volatile minus 2 energy. So like, is the monthly crew support like things I'm getting, or is that also a part of the monthly support cost? I'm really unsure about that. But it looks like the solar collector should probably be the first thing we make. Build here. Good, good, good. Ooh. Yes, Poland has an army. Awesome, dude. We finally have an army in Poland. Beautiful. So let's pull that back up, go to priorities, and we'll drop build army down. We'll let it build up a little bit, and now we'll put some money into military tech to ramp that up. Yeah. It's super close to founding a space program again too, so we'll just drop that down. Spread the love a little bit. And let's see. Okay. So I think we should be good with this Sweet. Poland finally has a military. That is awesome. Let's check their relations real quick. A bunch of allies. Who's our rivals? Belarus and Russia. Okay. I think these are requirements to be able to go to war. I mean, they have a way bigger army than we do, I'm pretty sure. Let's check Russia out real quick. Oh yeah, you see, they're way bigger than us. So I wonder how much of this stuff is affected when it's under this crackdown situation. Because that I'm still unsure of too. I know you don't get, like, you get way less benefits or no benefits at all from the nation itself. So like, I imagine like whatever money it brings in, or maybe boost or stuff like that. But it looks like you still have control over the economy, and you can still do missions or assignments here. So I don't know 100% how this all works still. I guess it's just even more stuff I would have to look up. Mission to the asteroids complete. So let's open the research. Alright, let's move that back, put that back. And, ooh, this one's about done. Let's boost that up to 25, it'll get done quicker. Okay, sweet. So, mission to the asteroids. Can I probe an asteroid? Let's see. Oh dang, they got a lot of water, dude. We should launch a probe, huh? It only takes 1.9 boost and 1.5 money. Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's get this asteroid for ourselves. What's the name of it? Tenhygia? Okay, yeah, Tenhygia, okay. Yeah. That'll probably be the best way for us to get water, I guess, quickly. We've already done this stuff to Mars, but we need an extra free slot there. The 1st Legion Infantry Division in Poland is now under the control of the Resistance. Yeah, dude. Took them a minute to tell me that. I need 29 boost. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Oh, I have 2 free satellites though. You know what? We're building on Mars. We are building on Mars. Let's go to Mars. And let's go ahead and look at their sites. So which one gives the next most amount of water? This one for sure gives 24 volatiles. It doesn't give any of that, but in 0.19 of that, dude, this seems solid. All right, which one gives the most volatiles? This one. Which one gives like the most, I don't know what that is. Gold. I'm just gonna call it gold, even though it's not gold. That's all pretty low. Yeah, let's go for the water. Found outpost. Should we do it? Do we do it? Yeah. Okay, what's the name of this? Acidalia? Planitia? Yes. Yes, it'll take almost a whole year to do it. Oh, dude. That is just amazing. I'm so happy about that. We made it to Mars, ladies and gentlemen. And let's check Mars real quick. How many of these are taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, dang, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. So we were only 12th. We only did this in 12th place. Okay, that's awesome. We made it to Mars. Next will be that asteroid. All right, so I think that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll leave it kind of on a cliffhanger where we're going to see what happens with China. We actually got a control point in China, which is pretty crazy. We also were able to build on Mars. We got our first base started to be on Mars. We probed an asteroid, and we're going to be able to mine off an asteroid here in the near future as well. We're doing pretty good when it comes to Poland and Portugal. We had to let go of these nations, unfortunately. I mean, they're just abandoned right now. We still have control of them. We don't receive a lot or any of the benefits from them, but we do still have control over how their economy runs. At least that's what I'm assuming. In the next episode, we're probably going to be a little bit heavier into trying to do more stuff in space, considering the aliens have reached low Earth orbit. There it is right there. So for now, we're going to try and spread our ideology as much as we can. And you know, now that I think about it, I might
Ready for
have
orders.
a better chance going into India. Oh, I don't. Never mind. So that'll do it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Terra Invicta, you can go to our page. I did leave the link for the playlist down in the description below. And until next time, game on.